Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net, and it is Sunday the 3rd of August. Thanks again for watching. Now, weatherweb.net is provided completely free of charge. There's no charges anywhere on the site, but this month, for the whole of August, we're raising money for Macmillan Cancer Support. So if you are watching, please contribute to Macmillan Cancer Support. You can text Swiss 99 and the figure £10 to 70070, or go to justgiving.com/sailingweather. As you can see there from that address, it's our sister company, sailingweather.co.uk, that are registered to raise the money for Macmillan, but you can do so here as well. So please do go there and give whatever you can. Now we're at the time of year, it's hurricane time of year, and we're currently watching Bertha. I'm so tempted to call it Big Bertha. But anyway, we're watching Tropical Storm Bertha, which at the moment is predicted to be taking this track. You see, it turns into a hurricane briefly off the eastern coast of the States during the early part of Thursday before being picked up by the jet stream and being flung across the Atlantic. However, it has an impact on our weather, even though it only looks like a small feature at the moment. This was a satellite picture from earlier on this afternoon. There's Bertha at that time, but it is going to be growing, it's going to be developing. And as I say, she will be having an impact on our weather at the end of this week or into the beginning of next. So let's just pick up first of all where we are on the charts at the moment. Low pressure centred off Western Scotland for today, but actually bringing a fair amount of sunshine across southern areas during Sunday, just bits of rain across Western Scotland. A slack pressure flow through Monday, dry for most, few showers up towards the north and one or two showers southern Ireland and southwest England as that weak front moves in, and they'll kind of spill eastwards late on Monday. On Tuesday, we find a ridge of high pressure across the east. Still got a weak front out towards the west, bringing some cloud and some spots of rain there, but many northern and eastern areas stay dry, although an odd scattered shower could form here and there. Wednesday, front moves its way east overnight, taking more persistent rain with it. Dry weather follows from the west. And then a bit of a change at the end of the week. Some uncertainty, so question mark on this one. Low pressure off towards the southwest, driving rain northwards during Thursday. I think it's probably going to be much later on Thursday there before the rain arrives. Most places enjoying a dry and fine day through Thursday, but that cloud and rain arriving in the southwest. And then what happens is that into Friday, I think we're going to be finding an area of heavy and thundery rain moving northwards. I think it's going to be in here. It's not marked on these charts, but I think it's in there. Heavy thundery rain during Friday that slowly passes its way northeastwards. And then eventually we find dry weather moving into the west. Now, I was telling you earlier about Bertha. This is the prediction from the ECMWF for the 11th of August. So this is for Monday, the 11th of August. And you see here, look, the low centred off towards the southwest of the country. A deep low at that as well. That's showing up at 976 millibars. Compare that to the Canadian GEM for the same time, and that puts the low west of Ireland and has it at 976 millibars too. But you notice that we've got one low centre here, one low centre further north. And then this is how the ECMWF ensemble sees things. Look, there's the low on this one, and there's the GFS ensemble, got the low much further up towards the north. So we've basically got a few low positions, something like that, during the forecast for the 11th. So there seems to be agreement between the models as to the idea of the ex-hurricane making it across and affecting the UK. It's just exactly where it's going to be. So, of course, we're going to keep watching this for you, bring you up to date, but it could be that we go into a windy and wet spell of weather during the early part of next week. Now, that causes problems further on in the forecast because it tends to mess up the longer range stuff and it throws wobblies into the CFS. So this is the CFS forecast for week 1. This is going up to the 9th of August, and here's our ridge, there's the trough that we've got towards the west, and here we are with the ridge off towards the east during the coming week. Now, week 2 looking like this, and the CFS actually I think is doing not a bad job here because it looks like it has picked up on the idea of the trough getting reinvigorated out towards the west of the UK, with a ridge off towards the east, another one over northeastern parts of the States, but that pattern basically dominating during the course of this second week. So what it's trying to do here, the CFS, I think it's in agreement with the idea of the low probably being a little bit further south. So what it's trying to do here, I think, is similar to the ECMWF. It's trying to pull in the low here, send it further south, so try and pull it into France. Pull in warm east to southeasterly winds, and yes, southern England sees heavy rain, but it's drier towards the north and the east. That seems to be the way the CFS is picking up on it now. And then what it's trying to do into week 3 is to, I mean, the remnants of that low, the ex-hurricane are going to be over here somewhere. We've got the higher than normal heights over here. So I think what we're going to be finding is more of an easterly flow, something like so. During this period, which would bring us more into an easterly flow across the UK. Again, the south, I'm just not certain whether that dry spell ever actually appears in the south, but certainly it does up towards the north. And then heading into week 4, it tries to build the heights further southwards. This kind of comes in line with our longer range, the idea of that final section of August. I originally thought from about the 20th onwards would be dry, with a high pressure bringing in warm easterly winds across the country to close out August. So it seems to be overall that the CFS is trying to get back into that pattern of this high building in towards the end of the month, but the hurricane coming in is causing some problems. Now, as well as that, there are other hurricanes and tropical storms forming as well. So what we've got to watch for is the potential for a hurricane train starting to form. So i.e. we just get one after another coming across the Atlantic. That wouldn't mean that we get awful weather right the way through. You'd get a hurricane, then a break of 5 days, then another hurricane coming through. At the moment, the CFS trying to avoid that scenario, but I wouldn't be surprised, if we don't pick up several hurricanes coming across the Atlantic, the ridge building in from the north, pushing them further south into France, but bringing this threat of rain across the far south of England. I'm going to need another couple of days on this just to try and work out what's going to happen, how these hurricanes are set themselves up, and what path they're going to be taking. But of course, I'll keep you updated right the way throughout the week. So I'll leave you with that for now, but thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. Whatever you're doing, have a great day and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.